Hey, so good morning, folks. This is the fourth one of this series. So we're finishing this series today. We'll have a pause next week, and then we'll come back in November. Might even be the 1st of November. But I'll let you know about that. So we're on this sort of exploration of this physical connection, almost of piercing the veil, of piercing this imaginary veil in front of us that we can reach into and beyond, and we can also bring towards us. And that's kind of an idea of being able to reach beyond where we are, being able to take what we need from outside, and also the fact that there's energy within the body that we recognize, and there's energy around us to potentially kind of use as a resource. All these things kind of make sense at certain times and maybe not at this time of the morning. So we're going to start by trying to make that real through the body, if you want to join me. So I'm going to stand, but you don't need to stand. I'll just move my chair because it gives a little bit more space. So you don't need to stand, there's no huge benefit. And I'm standing with my feet slightly wider but more or less shoulder distance, but you need to be just kind of really feeling like you're grounded. I soften my knees a little bit so I can feel my feet really on the ground, whether you've got shoes on or whether you haven't. And then I rest my shoulders down, I bend my elbows, and I have my palm facing towards the sky. And then I breathe for a moment, just to remind myself that I can. And then from here, I'm going to take one arm forward, spiraling as if I'm going through the veil. I reach a little bit, and then I pull back, and I start where I was before, just resting the arm in the same position. I take the other arm forward, spiral and reach through the veil, and then I come back through the veil, if you like, bringing back in and pausing in center. We're going to move to the sides. I'm going to take one arm in front of me and spiral. So there's a little bit of a twist as we reach, and we pull back and rest in center. And then the other arm goes across, twisting slightly as we reach, and we pull back to settle in center. We're going down towards the ground. So one hand spirals down to reach down to the earth and spiral back up. Second hand spirals down, reaches down to the ground, pulls back up into center. Final time, up towards the sky, spiraling up, reaching up maybe, and spiraling down, bringing back energy, sense of the above. And the second side, spiraling up through the veil, beyond, reaching and returning, bringing back, finding space, allowing light, allowing energy. So just feeling that, if that makes any sense while you're standing. So you might feel a connection through the hands, you might feel a connection through the spaces that the piercing of the veil. You might just get a sense of the body in space and things around you. So we didn't go behind us, but you could even imagine behind. And breathe. Okay, open the eyes if the eyes are closed. Let the arms just relax down. If you need to give your shoulders a little bit of movement. And then walk a little bit as you find your space. So find your seated space as the light starts to arrive in the day. Slowly, at this time of year. Slowly. Okay, so as we settle, I'll just have a sit. Get what you need and do what you need to do. So if you do need to get up early, please do. If you need to get warm, if you need to move to find comfort, please do. But otherwise, the intention is to come in and use your imagination, use your sense of body, use your sense of connection through this period of meditation, focus. So I tend to close my eyes, but not everybody likes that. So you do what feels right with the eyes to soften them and to have more of an internal connection. And sometimes that comes really easy and sometimes that doesn't. So respect where you are. Sometimes it's coming in and coming out, coming in and coming out. And find a place where you can feel a sense of support. Yeah, so sense of support is really important. So whether that's from the ground, through the bottom, through the legs, through the feet, whether that's to a bigger surface of the chair, back of the chair, seat of the chair. And even that sense of connection to the clothing on your body. So we might have had a little bit more clothing today. It's not terribly cold, but it's early and it's been dark and we're just arriving in the day. So feeling the close connection on the body, on the arms, on the legs, on the torso. So the clothes on our body can make us feel comfortable, warmer, snugger, safer. So we're going to go through, if you want to join me, sort of through 3 processes. So we're starting with this idea, this way of releasing energy or releasing a sense of holding, a sense of tension, so that we can free up our own energy and that we can free up our own energy to connect more deeply for ourselves and connect more deeply beyond the veil, reaching out and bringing in. So this sense of being able to let go, release tension, holding, and that might be in the body. So that sense of being able to soften the body. So soften tightness around the face and the jaw, around the eyes, around the neck, around the shoulders, around the upper back and chest, around the belly, the lower back, and tension in the buttocks, in the thighs, tension in the joints, the fingers, the joints of the toes. Feel a sense of the shoulders releasing down towards the ground. So we're not collapsing, but we're just releasing. So the spine still feels like it's heading upwards, has an energy. Can still feel our bones connected, leg bones connected into the hips, from the pelvis, the spine, from the spine, the rib cage, from the rib cage, the shoulders and the arms, all connected up to the skull. So it's that sense of weight in the body, connection through the body as we release tension in the muscles, release holding of any of the organs tightly, the gut, the heart. So as we let go of the holding, we feel a bit more freer in the breath. We allow ourselves to release any holding of any emotional tension, It might be in the belly, held in the shoulders, in the hands, in the face. And we'll release a little bit of that tension if we can. Find moments of release. And we release into the ground. Any ways of thinking that we feel is not helping us, any repeated kind of patterns that we have, that we keep doing the same thing that we feel is not helpful for ourselves. We try and just release a little bit the hold on those things that we might be familiar with but no don't serve us right now. We can allow it to just float down to the earth. Drain like water. Melt like ice into water. And with that release becomes greater sense of safety, greater sense of being able to be held, greater sense of freedom, of choice, sense of empowerment, sense of compassion for ourselves. So as we sit and move to the second stage, maybe for a moment, feeling the space that we created through the veil. So that might be warmth, it might be an energy, it might be a colour, golden light, coming from above, below, sides, in front, if you wish to, from behind. So that sense that we're not alone, that we're bigger than ourselves, that we're connected to others in the world. That we can truly breathe to the best of our ability. We can feel the life in ourselves. Through our breath, through that sense of vitality in the body. Knowing that we can reach out, pierce the veil, and we can bring in from beyond the veil. So with all these senses around us and in us and through us, we can set an intention. Could set an intention for ourselves that is also an intention that can meet the world as it is. Could be an intention for peace, sense of peaceful presence for ourselves, and a sense of greater peace in the outer world, in other people's worlds, beyond the veil. Could be a sense of love, sense of compassion, a sense of strength, a sense of hope. So whatever feels kind of the most connecting to you or something else, this intention to be and to share this quality. And whatever quality that is, whether it's peace or hope or strength, just reminding yourself what that really means. How does peace feel? Or how does strength feel for you? Can you bring to mind times when you felt connected, you felt strong, you felt a sense of peace within yourself, maybe within the outer world? Maybe bringing other people into your mind who you connect with, peace, strength, or hope. Whatever kind of comes to mind, comes to the heart, arrives. Just allow that gently in. Let it shine through the lights, through the veil. And let that be filling the body. And if we feel and connect for ourselves, we can show that to the world, maybe. We can offer it to the world, we can offer it to those that are the most in need of that right now, but not without holding it ourselves and feeling it ourselves. So while we breathe that in, feel it through the light, have that sink into the bones, flow through our systems in the body. Using memories to really kind of have that deep within the heart, within the belly. Allowing it to grow and to settle. Allow that connection, those resources from within, to feel real, to be real. So I'm going to offer a few images for you to consider. So to start with, perhaps imagining the sea at a distance. And the sea, there are waves. It's not a rough day, but it is possible to see the ebb and flow of the waves. And to pick up that energy, even from a distance. And to know that is energy. And the amazing thing that energy, the tidal changes, are connected to an even bigger energy of the changes in the moon. To know that these energies beyond ourselves. And most of us, when we look at the sea, we can be bigger. We can connect. We can see beyond the horizon. If you want to get closer towards the sea, please do. So you get a sense of the smell of the sea, sound of the sea, the energy of the sea, the power of the ebb and the flow. If it helps to be in the sea, then please step into the sea. It helps to be part of that. And whether you're looking out, whether you're in the sea, just being conscious of the breeze, a light breeze, maybe in the trees that surround the beach or the space that you're in, and the energy of the wind, sound in the trees, feeling on the skin. Energy in the air all around us. That moves and changes. That connects with us in our environment. And be warmed by the rising sun. The energy from that amazing planet means we can survive and grow. The world can survive and grow. But feeling and getting a sense of all these energies, the sea, the sun, the wind, and knowing they're all powers, hopefully all future powers to help us, help the world, help the planet. So as we sit or swim, just one more moment, just taking in the healing power. And feeling that grow. That sense of healing for self, that sense of healing for others, that sense of healing for the wider world, people, places. That need to have a sense of our own caring, that sense of peace, that sense of strength, sense of hope. As we gently, gently, gently return, we keep hold of that quality, of that energies. We keep hold of that intention. Keep hold of that connection. We know we can reach beyond the veil. As we sit here, we feel the ground. We feel the breath. We feel connected to ourselves and each other. We're gently moving the toes, taking maybe a deeper breath or a positive sigh. Gently opening the eyes to the autumn morning. The light, you may spot the light depending where you are. You might spot the wind outside. You can see outside. So a little bit of movement, whatever feels good. Just moving the shoulders, a bit of yawn, a bit of stretch. So lovely to see you all at this early hour. Some of you have been up quite a while. So thank you. I'll let you get on with your day. And yeah, quite hard times out there. So important to kind of gain these resources for ourselves. So hopefully we can use some of that to be able to reach out as well as reaching in. I won't talk anymore. I'll let you go. So no class next week, and we'll be back for the first class the week after for a series of 4. Yeah, so I'll see you all then if I don't see you before. Good wishes. Yeah. All right. Take care, everyone. Thank you for coming.